We are live. Everybody talk real quick.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, great. Okay, just needed to make sure my audio was set up to the right one. So, welcome everyone to the 36th session of the Bums of Greenest Tyranny of Dragons campaign. I am Izzy, the DM. I'm gonna do some announcement thingies, and then we'll introduce everybody. We have some additions actually to our stream because we've actually got people kind of watching, and people might not know about the history of the characters from before we were streaming. I added a little bio thing, and I also finally finished drawing all of the characters. So the character art is there with little snippets of what the characters are going through at the moment, trying not to give too much away, but just revealing stuff that's already been talked about for the most part. Yes, so we are 6 followers away from reaching our 50 follower goal, which is great because we started this collaboration with DM the Mark Knight and Nat Awesome about 2.5 weeks ago, and went from 11 followers to 44 followers in that time period. So we're right there. If we hit 50 followers before the end of the month, so in the next 10 days, we will gift 10 subs to the Mark Knight, who is trying to get to 200 subscriptions by the end of the month, and his players want him to dab for 10 full seconds. Thank you, Nat. Awesome. We're almost there. And if both actually Nat Awesome and the NAT30s hit 50 followers by the end of the month, then I'm going to give 15 subs to the Mark Knight. So it's kind of like this group, support for our dungeon mastering and home brewing and world building and all of that fun stuff. Also, just something that we had started before I started actually going out and networking with other DMs and channels is if we hit 50 followers, whenever we hit 50 followers, whether it's next month or next year, we will give away the code for creating your own custom mini from HeroForge.com, the color 3D printed minis. So you make your own and then use this code, and then you'll get it for free. They haven't released the color options to everyone yet, but it should be coming any day now. I think their goal was the end of June, but I backed the Kickstarter, so I've had access for a little bit. And you'll notice that the tokens have changed on our overlay here, and in Roll20, because I updated everybody's stuff, they released the token maker to the Kickstarter backers as well, and so I just went a little nuts making tokens for us, for Nat Awesome's players, and it's really fun. So once that gets released, I'm sure it'll be great. You kind of pay for that separately, but we have one of the players from Nat Awesome, the Sherm. I think that is, I'm going to just throw it out there as a guess that it's the DM's partner in crime, since you guys share a last name. I know, mystery solved. So I think that, oh, we've got our little Lenny, the we have Lenny, the little mini dragon that I added some more commands to. If you're interested, I think it's mostly mods who can do it, but if you say certain things too in chat, she'll say stuff like bums or bum. I can't remember which one it is.
There be bums here.
You can make her. Yep, it's bum. So you can.
Did somebody say buttocks.
You can make her do random
That's
stuff,
awesome.
and we're taking any suggestions for that too, if you want to add things. And then, of course, it's Pride Month, and so we are waving our little pride flag at the bottom. I found that on the internet. Oops.
Yes. Woo, woo.
Yep. And I added, I don't know if it's on this side or the other side for you guys, but I added a little BLM bisexual flag thingy for me, just for me. Anybody else wants one, I can give you one, but this one's for me. Okay, so all right, so let's do intros of everybody else now that I've talked for 5 minutes. Who wants to go first?
Well, we like hearing your voice. My name's Adam. My character is Arik Firesong. I'm a human fighter, and I like killing things with sharp pieces of metal. That's what I do.
Andrew, I play. Excuse me, beer burp. That's my name, but it's related to my character. Not Brew Bottle. He is a hill dwarf, paladin, warlock, and a master rower. And I think his voice has changed. We'll find out. And also, my camera is shitty. Sorry about connection.
Yeah, we haven't figured out why his camera is like so choppy, even though we're only 20 feet away from each other. But it's also Saturday night, so I think everybody's gonna cut in and out. Anyway, sorry, go ahead. Whatever's next.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I play Britannia.
Rachel.
Like, it's an arrows.
It's an arrow.
Arrows.
I can hear you whispering.
Miss Annie. I'm Micaiah.
Is she cutting out for anyone else?
Yep. Annie.
Yeah, I didn't
Annie.
even know somebody was talking.
You can't hear me. Everyone's going crazy right now. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Okay,
I
Annie
only
plays.
see Roy, Warren, and Rachel. The rest is everybody else is just little spinny squares.
Yeah, I think it's just Saturday night on Discord. But we could always give Skype a try in the future, but I think it might like kill some of your
internet beams.
Yeah, kill some of your internet beams because you would have to have like Skype and Discord. I mean, we could turn Discord off completely while we play if you wanted, if that's better for you. But I can't type to you in Discord.
Now?
I can't see you now. Now you're just a green screen. A green
I
screen.
lost.
Oh, there you are. You're yeah,
now?
that's better. Yeah.
Okay. I'm back.
All right.
Sorry.
So who
What
are
I
you?
missed?
Who are you?
Who am I? Oh, who am I? That's a complicated question. That could take hours. But in the game, my name is Micaiah. I'm Annie. I play Micaiah. She's a half-elf druid. And yeah.
She can turn into something really cool.
Yes.
Ow.
Sometimes. If I'm feeling it. Gotta feel the power.
That's why in the RP I called you the she-wolf. I was like, oh, the she-wolf isn't gonna like what I just did, but we'll see.
Yeah, Eric thinks I'm a werewolf. He doesn't understand yet, but he will.
No, I know you're a dire. I know you're a dire wolf. I just wanna hop onto your back and battle and kill things together. That's what I want to do. That's my goal.
Just like a good boyfriend would do. Absolutely. Hop right on my back, baby. Let's go. Bring your long sword.
I'm the one who thinks she's a werewolf. Like, give her some wolf bane potion. Keep her at bay.
All right, Abaddon.
She can get vicious.
Who's
Well,
up next?
I'll say it. I'm Lauren, and my character is Avedon, a tiefling sorceress. That's
All
it.
right. Last but not least.
I'm Patrick. I play Xander Huntsman, the half-elf ranger monk in training, and new member of the Society of the Harpers.
Indeed. All right. So I'll just do I'll do our little recap, and then we're actually going to start off right after where you guys are in your text role play. So I'm just picking up right there. But we'll do our recap first. Just remind people what you're doing. So when we last left the Bums of Greenest, more than halfway through, we last left Bums of Greenest, more than halfway through the caravan journey north to Waterdeep, accompanied by a motley crew of merchants, guards, travelers, and cultists in disguise. You've made your way through the Fields of the Dead, over the Boroskir Bridge, and are now on the road between Trollbark and Misty Forests. Your most recent achievement is the completely altruistic rescue of an individual who was found buried neck deep in the middle of the dirt path, who just so happened to be a member of the Harpers, a fact that was uncovered by Zan's sharp eye. Your group continues on your way, still trying to figure out the best next steps to deal with a certain alleged thief in your midst. Meanwhile, Daggerford, a decently sized settlement built against a low hill along the Dellenbeer River, is only a few days' travel away. So we also had, you started off on the morning of your 35th day of travel, and began the day, actually there's quite a bit here, so I'm just catching up. Carlon, who is the Harper that you rescued, but he's still in disguise for everybody else, helped Warand and Imsa and Helry all kind of start breakfast that day, or he helped Warand, and then Imsa and Helry came over to flirt and get to know him. And Green Imsa asked a couple questions about where he was from. Eldkin. Oh, we have. We are Nat Austin is hosting us. Thank you. We had Eldkin gathered everybody around just to make everyone aware of the fact that it was going to get more dangerous going through this wooded area. So she gave everybody a warning. She's gone on this journey a few times. So let's see here. Arik and Zan caught up and talked a little bit about Carlon and whether or not he was trustworthy. And then the pole approached Micaiah and asked if she would be willing to lend a little bit of mentorship to Orvustia, who is the newest, like a new guard, a new escort guard. She's a little bit green and doesn't understand all of the things, and so he just threw that out to her. Meanwhile, Green Imsa beckoned Avedon over very quickly and said that she had a secret to tell her, or something to show her when you guys make your midday stop, and said, "Come find me." And Vidania, you heard once more that morning, so it's been a couple days since you first heard it, but you heard that familiar accent but unfamiliar voice in your ear that said, "Vidania, a message from your father, dictated. Please come home, V. I was wrong. Please return to me." Then there's a slight pause, and it says, "You may reply to this message." So do you reply? You can reply in your head. You don't have to say it out loud. Well, I mean, you have to say it out loud now, but you don't. Your character doesn't have to say it out loud.
Like, wait,
She
are
was-
you waiting
in
for me?
my head.
She's like,
She
all
was
right,
send-
I'll say it in my
She was
head.
sending the beams, sending those internet beams with her head.
I only accept internet beams, not brain beams.
Can you get that?
Brain beams.
I say, who is this and why do you speak father?
Okay. You don't hear anything back at this moment. So we pick up just as Micaiah, Zan, and Arik are kind of clomping along on their horses behind the caravan. It is a little bit past mid-morning, so your midday stop will be happening fairly soon. But Micaiah, I believe you had just explained that you had seen. You explained to Zan and Arik that you were mysteriously missing in action for the goblin fight in the beginning because you had followed Abaddon into the woods, but she asked you to stay back, so you didn't get to go any further or see why she was in the woods. And then you saw her cahooting with Green Imsa just a moment ago and are feeling like there's something up.
She's cahooting. I don't know how else to say it, but there's some cahooting
All this,
going on.
all that gallivanting and cahooting.
But I feel like what I'm trying to say, Zan, is, I feel like you have a level head on matters like this. Sometimes I get a little sensitive, just from my years in the military, and I've had unfortunately, some traitors in my midst in the past, and so I don't want to be too suspicious. And I feel like you're a little bit more level-headed, and Eric, you know, just waits to point the sword. Just tell him where to point it. Doesn't think too much about it though. And no offense. I just give him a little wink, a little pat.
Just kind of fair enough.
So what do you think, Zan?
Um, I always heed on caution when it comes to people's secrets. Sometimes people keep secrets just because that's what makes them theirs. It's not always good or bad, but if you think we should watch out for Abaddon, I think we should proceed with caution, not a straight confrontation.
I don't necessarily think that she's a traitor, but she was speaking to me, and I could tell that she was lying. And I just don't know why she would lie. We've all risked our lives together. So either she's afraid of something or she's cahooting. But I saw her with Green Imsa, and I don't know, that just, I don't know what was going on there. So I just think maybe talking
When
to
you say
Amazon.
cahootin, it sounds so satisfying.
Cahoot.
I know, I keep cracking up every time you say it. I can't help it.
Well, it's a good night if you're cracking Zan up, because, that's hard to do. Like that face is like cement. It's hard to crack. That's only happened a couple times, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
But Zan, anyway, glad to make you smile, my friend. But the cahooting is serious. It's serious.
Serious cahooting.
Serious cahooting. I don't know. It's just real weird that all that happened. Now, we know something's up with Green Imsa. Now she's talking to Abaddon. Why would they be talking? They're not friends. I don't know. Just a little weird. Maybe we should just approach Abaddon, but I don't want to be, I feel like maybe she might talk to you, have a calm way about you.
Abaddon, you can roll a perception check.
Me?
Zan,
Zan.
you cut out.
Abaddon.
I didn't hear.
Oh, Abaddon.
Yeah, Abaddon.
Me?
Yeah, you can roll a perception.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Erdnot, Carlon is sitting up in the cart, in the wagon next to you as you're kind of, driving it. And he
next to me.
yes, and he says he's just been just sitting there quietly for a while, and he looks over at you and says, he says, I appreciate you allowing me a space on your wagon. I'll be sure to return the favor when we reach Waterdeep. And he nods at you and he says, it will not go unrewarded.
Or not, just kind of grunts but doesn't look at him.
And he just he nods to himself and then just looks back out into the woods as you guys travel along.
DM, that was a 12.
Okay. So you see, you're kind of like a little bit distracted by what Green Imsa, like now your mind's like, what does she want to show me? But you do see, everybody can hear your all your snacks crunching. You do see Zan, Micaiah, and Arik all kind of chatting with each other, but you don't like necessarily get anything from it. You're just like, what's she gonna show me? Oh, hey, they're chatting. But you see them.
That sounds very me.
I wonder if it's shiny. Vidania, you hear another buzz in your ear, and this message comes through. Vidania, a message from your father, dictated. And it says, Vidania, I've paid for a sending message. Please respond. You may reply to this message.
Am I buying that this is really from my father?
You can make an insight check.
I really wanted to have like the old 56K, like, like that. Remember that, like,
11
connection?
I mean, you're not 100% sure. Oh, we lost or not.
No.
It'll shift back on its own. But the voice did call you V in the message, so it did say like dictated, V, please come home. So you're feeling like it's more likely than not, basically.
I'm to say I can't come home yet. I'm sorry.
I expected her to be like,
have
Dad,
fun.
she's like, Dad, I'm on an adventure. Leave me alone.
Busy.
Elves just wanna have fun. Oh, elves just wanna have fun. They just
I'm
don't wanna.
100.
They just don't
I'm
wanna.
150 years old. You can't boss me around anymore.
I have my own stuff now.
Like murdering people. Don't deny it. You're just having hobo.
This is an extended spring break for young Vidania.
It is. It really is.
Your
All
father
right.
doesn't approve of that behavior, I'm sure.
Or doesn't.
All right. So, are you guys doing anything before the midday break?
I would look at both Micaiah and our Zan, sorry, and I would make sure that I say that I don't think that we should force her secret. We don't want to make her an enemy, and we don't want to make her feel uncomfortable and make her flee. But secrets are kind of like a blade. Like, they can protect you or they can kill you. That's what happened with me, and I put members of this group in danger. Not only did I almost die for it, but you were also hurt. So we should just keep. I think personally, we should keep a close eye on her. And, just maybe poke and prod, ask questions. Don't force. I don't think we should force it.
What do you think, Zane? Let's keep an eye on it.
I think she needs someone to keep an eye on her now. If you fear it might be something dangerous, Micaiah, we should watch out for her, but try not to interfere unless she asks for our help.
All right, I can get behind that. Let's do that.
All right, so you continue on, just watching out. Everybody's got their eye out in on this leg of the journey, especially after Eldkin gave her warning. And you pull off to the side for like the midday, letting the horses rest and everybody, eating and everything. And when that happens, Avedon, you see Green Imsa over near the the wagon that she sits in, which is the Hoper's wagon. She had kind of gone off, gotten her midday snack, and then she's back over at the wagon, trying to kind of like waving to you and trying to make eye contact and get your attention to come over to her.
To go over to her? Is that the last thing you said?
Yeah.
You literally do. The timing is so good with the fucking audio. Okay, I'm gonna be like, oh, and kind of, I want to is. I wasn't just like feeling weird about them chatting about me, but I just want to know where everybody is. So I'll just like look around and see where my friends are, and then I'm gonna walk over to her.
All right, where is everybody?
Well, I got my eyes. I got my eyes on that.
We're stopped and having lunch, right?
Yep, the caravan's kind of pulled off to the side, and everybody's eating. Like 8 wagons full of people all taking a break, let the horses eat and drink and take a rest midday.
Erdnot would be with the rest of the group, since he wasn't privy to any conversations, stuck in a cart with a stranger with a break stuck on his forehead. That makes him real comfortable.
That was removed. It was only painted. He definitely took that off.
It's painted into Erdnot's brain. He's a dwarf.
Listen, it was guard talk. We're supposed to be keeping up appearances. Having guard chit chat.
Are you guys having a real fight?
I don't know.
All right, so
you're breaking this family apart. It's like when mom and dad fight.
So you all are kind of like hanging around Erdnot, but we lost Vidania. It's just gonna be one of those nights. But Micaiah, you're keeping an eye out for Avedon.
Sorry.
Oh yes.
So you see Avedon go behind the cart, but then you lose sight of her. Like you watch her kind of walk over to the Hoper's cart, but then go behind it, and then you can't see her anymore from where you're at.
I'm gonna try to stealth over a bit so I can try to see her. Can I do that?
My God, she just doesn't trust me at all.
Yeah.
Nope.
So you can
Anymore.
you can roll a stealth check.
Listen, this is not Annie talking. This is my character, Micaiah. She don't trust nobody. Okay.
I'm not taking it personal, baby.
She been hurt. Baby. Oh, she rolled a 20, not a nat 20, but a 20.
Okay. Yeah. So you're able to kind of shift your body into a position where you can see her and you can see Green Imsa, but you're still like it would be very obvious if you just like kind of hung out on the side of the cart and were like looking, so you're a little bit further away, probably a good like 30 feet away, but you're in a position where you can still like chat. You can still chat with the group. Yeah, right. That's exactly what.
Perfect.
Oh, I thought I heard a kid. Okay, and so Avedon, when you go around the cart, Green Imps is there, and she's got this like huge smile on her face, and She's like, I wanted to show you this. You know how like we talked earlier? Ah, I'm just gonna show you. But first, you have to promise not to say anything because Minxie was the one who gave this to me, and I don't want to get her in trouble.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know Minxie. She and I are pretty close too. Let's see it.
All right. So she, like reaches into a side pouch that she's got, and she pulls out this small kind of like wad of brown cloth. And when she opens it just a little bit, but enough for you to see this like glittering necklace that's in there, and it's like this glittery silver with this like bright blue gem inlaid in like the center of it. And she's like, she gave this to me. She said it fell off the cart back when the cart broke, and we've become really good friends. But I wanted to show it to you because it's just pretty, and I can't wear it right now because she'll get in trouble. But isn't it gorgeous? She like holds it out for you to look at.
I love it. Is there anything is there like the stone any like familiarity with this?
It looks like the one it looks similar-ish to the one that when you went to go grab it off the ground and you saw Minxie like take it, and you thought she had gone over and given it to Braxton, so it might not be that exact same one, but it looks very similar to like that glittery uh, jewelry that you saw on the ground that day.
Okay.
She's like, be sure you don't tell anybody, okay? I don't want to get her in trouble.
Well, where did she get it? Do you know where she got it?
No, I didn't ask. I don't care. It's just so pretty.
I love pretty things too.
Yeah.
Can I hear any of this or see any of this?
You can see Abaddon and Green Imsa kind of like huddled over something, but you can't see what it is from the angle, and you can't hear because they're whispering. And you're not in dire wolf form.
All right.
Yeah, so she's like, okay,
Ooh, do you think she'll give me anything?
I don't know. You can try to ask.
Well, maybe I will.
Or the child.
Well, yeah, she seems, I mean, it's so beautiful. I wonder if she has lots of those kinds of things.
Maybe. I think she took it, though. That's why
What?
she could probably get in real big trouble. No.
You think she took it? From where?
Well, from all the shit that they're carrying over there. But that dwarf,
Oh no.
he's just angry all the time. So.
Which one? No, I get it.
Hey.
She laughs. Like, all of them, I think.
That was perfect, Cuba.
Like, okay, well, I just wanted to show you. I don't want to make it weird, like people see us talking.
No,
Weird
of course.
over here,
Tuck it
but-
away. Tuck it away.
All right, she puts it back in her bag.
Phrasing.
And then she like smiles, does a little like, and then walks out from behind the cart back over to get food. All right.
Okay. I'm gonna leave
All right.
that area. I mean,
Erdnot, when you as you're sitting, well, as you guys are standing all over, chatting or whatever, you guys see Braxton heading over to you all, and he doesn't look happy. And he's kind of storming down from they're at the front always. They try to be up at the front as much as they can. So he's storming back to you all from his position up at the front. And he's looking right at you, Erdnot, as he comes forward, and he stops in front and he says, I would appreciate it if you didn't talk to Minxie anymore. I've seen you chatting. She's off limits.
Oh shit.
Limits, eh?
Yeah. Off limits. Don't talk to my people anymore. I don't know what angle you're pulling, but she's special, and she doesn't deserve to be treated in any weird way.
What do I look like to you, boy? Assuming I'm older than him.
He looks like he's about your age. Yeah, he's like an older dwarf. He's got like darker gray beard, but he could be like
I'm all what I'm older than you.
he might be within, 30, 40 years. He just says, he's like, I'm not gonna get into it with you. I'm just telling you, stay away. And as you look over like his shoulder, you can see Minxie, and for like the first time, maybe the second time for you or not, because you did chat with her when she was kind of a little getting nervous. She's not smiling. The rest of you notice she's not smiling. She's not laughing. She's not out getting flowers. She looks like a little kid who's gotten in a lot of trouble, and she's just standing there quietly. And
Were any of us within range to hear what he said to Erdnot, or was it like
yeah, no, he's doing it right in front of all of you
private?
because he's chatting
Okay.
with the merchant, not his guards or anything. So, or that's the feeling he has. It's like he doesn't care about you guys. You're all hired guards, but he's talking to her now.
I would step close behind Erdnot in bodyguard style.
Erdnot hops himself up as much as he can. He goes, I have no interest in you and yours. I'll stay away and you stay away.
Good. We don't have much longer on this trip. I don't want to see you talking to her again. He doesn't wait for an answer, and he turns around and walks back towards his wagon. And you guys look around, and you can see the rest of the caravan is kind of doing that thing where they're like, and then people start to like whisper to each other and like little Ed Helry and Radisir talking. Yeah, so that's your midday.
I would turn to everyone else and quietly say, I think our cover has. I don't think our cover has been blown. Otherwise, it would have gone differently.
Said that she was a really good secret keeper.
Aye, and I trust her at her word. Anyone else hear that whisper?
A little whisper and a disappear. Now I'm Abaddon.
Is that what she does?
No, now I'm me again. Okay, so you're sideways. Abaddon.
What did it do? Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Always, every time.
Okay, so the day goes on. You guys start back off on your travels. It's a beautiful day, but it's very quiet going through the woods. Everyone's on high alert, but nothing happens. You set off on the side as the end of the day approaches. Is there anything you want to do that evening?
I should have cast Invisible Servant to trip him on his way back.
Should have done what?
Should have cast Invisible Servant to trip him on his way back to his wagon.
Wow.
Just goose him on the ass.
The bomb.
All right.
I want to find out what happened with Minxie, but I'm not gonna risk blowing our cover.
Yeah, that evening as you're setting up and everything, the cult wagons they set up separate as they normally do. the rest of the wagons have all started to come together every evening instead of doing like the three separate uh, semicircles. It's just like one big communal thing now, ever since the goblin attack. And looking over, you can give me a perception check if you're trying to like pay attention to Minxie in particular.
Actually, I want to know if Braxton is like looking at me.
Okay, you can make a perception.
God damn. One. I can't see shit. I
Yeah,
can't pass my
so
nose.
they have set up the wagons in such a way that it's more difficult to see, and it's probably on purpose. It's more difficult to see what's going on over there, and so you don't see Minxie, and you don't see Braxton looking over at you or anything.
I was gonna give him the. But if I do that, apparently I'm doing that to just like the bush.
You do that to the bush, and you think you see Braxton, but then your eyes focus, and you're like, oh shit, that's a bush, and then you're like, I hope nobody saw. All right, are you doing?
DM at this point is
We
is
all
it
saw
like
it.
like are people eating or
Yeah, we'll say that
Okay.
like the night is beginning, food is starting to go around. Everybody's getting settled in for the night. It's still like the sun is just going down when this is happening, because you typically will try to set up well before the sun goes down, so you guys aren't caught unawares. But yeah,
I want to sit next to anybody from our party. So if there's anybody like free, I guess Erdy wouldn't be if he's talking to a bush. But
I'm sort of hanging around near you,
I
kind
am
of watching
free.
you, so I would sit down with you.
I've settled my dispute with the bush.
Bush Wars.
I just want to find like the first whoever isn't doing much of anything is just like sitting and eating and without many other people nearby, anybody from other caravans.
so it looks like Micaiah has her eye on you at any given time, and so has hung out close by. And there's always
So I'm just
there's a
there
lot of
acting casual.
yeah, there's a lot of
On the
people
stage.
all around, but it doesn't look like anybody in particular is paying attention to you in particular, because it's just a whole group in that big open area.
What are we eating? Is it deer again, or are we still eating horse turkey?
Whatever you want.
Guys, I'm gonna. Do you guys see that?
The
Yeah.
yellow thing?
Green line. What the hell is
Yeah,
that?
it's a firefly that just literally flew into my room, hit me in the face, landed, and I think it's dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's magical.
It's not.
That's sorcery if I ever heard it.
it's dead.
I think it's dead. That's not a good sign.
I think that
That's bad juju.
He is still a fairy. That's what that was.
Oh no.
Clap.
Aw.
It might come back.
or Zan sent maybe that's what happens when you send the quiver.
Fireflies.
Yeah.
Back into your face.
Ah,
You see
my-
it?
Firefly one-way message.
I'll be right back. Gotta save it. Stay alive, little buddy.
You're frozen on my screen, so.
Drop something.
Yeah, he's still sitting down on my screen.
He's a hero on mine. So yeah, I want to sit or approach Micaiah, whether she's sitting or whatever you're doing, Mickey.
I'm sitting down, I'm casual, eating. I'm keeping my eye on you, but you can't really tell. So I just look like I'm having my dinner.
Okay.
I'm grabbing a bowl of venison stew.
I'm gonna saddle up next to Mickey, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Micaiah, can you hear me when I whisper like this?"
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Listen,
Yeah,
something happened earlier today, and I'm nervous.
it did. What happened?
Yeah. So, listen, Minxie. No, wait, the other one, the crazy one, Green Imsa, the one who we thought was stealing everything.
Yeah, what happened?
She
Crazy one.
she said she had a secret, and so she told me her secret. And guess what her secret was? Wait, don't guess. Shh, just listen. She showed me that she thinks that Minxie took a beautiful glittering necklace. The cart.
Oh my goodness.
I know, she showed it to me, and she does have it, but it was a gift, and she said I can't tell anyone. If she's not the thief, who's the thief?
Oh,
Or what if she's faking?
it appears to be
Don't know.
Minxie. I don't know. Maybe
I know.
did she maybe see us and then wants to misdirect us to Minxie? I don't know.
But you know what?
Could you tell
That
if she was
necklace
telling the truth?
looked really familiar to me.
Did it? Where'd you see that before?
You all remember when we had that crash with the wagons
Yeah.
and all that crap fell out?
Yeah, I
I
saw
think that
something
was one of the
glittering.
pieces.
Oh, you
think
think
that
it
was
was one of those?
Yeah, and Minxie grabbed it, I'm pretty sure.
But isn't Minxie with them? Why would she take it?
I don't know. I'm really confused.
Because she appears to be a part of that party. I don't know why she would steal something that's already theirs.
Maybe she's just got one of those fucking glue fingers, sticky fingers. She's got sticky fingers.
But did Green Imsa say anything else about any of other items being stolen?
Nope.
I don't know.
She just said it was a gift.
Well,
Uh,
I appreciate you telling me because I'm gonna be honest, and I saw the two of you cahooting, and it did get me a bit nervous. So I do appreciate that.
Well, I have to tell
Mikhail,
someone. I
just give
didn't
her
know
a
what to
wink.
do.
Nod.
It just
Well, I'm
makes
glad
me
you
wonder.
told me. I'm glad you told me. I feel like we should bring this information to Eric and Zan, and that we need to find a way to also fill in Vidania and Erdnot, but we can't make it too obvious.
Agreed. Okay.
We have
I
to
didn't
make
hear
sure
any of
that
that.
we're appearances.
You can make a perception check if you guys are all kind of in the same area. Do a perception.
I'd be off to the side brushing my horse down, all that stuff. So I wouldn't be very close.
Yeah, you heard not every word, but enough of the words to understand what they're talking about.
Then, or not, shuffles over nonchalantly as in dwarf style. And he goes, sits right next to you. He goes, the thief is trying to throw you off a trail.
Nice, Sean Connery.
Totally.
I
I will take
Trust
F
me,
words
Highlander.
for 100.
Esh word for 100.
F words for
It just seems there's maybe more to this story than we thought.
Think
It does
about
seem
it.
complicated. It doesn't seem like there's a simple answer. We do have to be delicate, especially given it seems Minxie's involvement in this.
I care not for Minxie or the green one, but look and think. The green one, I think, knows she's been caught. She's been up our ass, arse, ever since the night. Now she's presenting evidence to blame it on someone else. Someone who I know for a fact is very committed. Good. Bearded, what was that?
Oh, she's committed. You know for sure, Erdy.
Have we encountered anyone in this cult that is not 100% committed to the cult? She specifically told me she would not tell me what was in the cart, and told me that it was for Tiamat only. So why would she take something and give
Well,
it to someone else?
that's what I was thinking. I mean, it didn't make any sense to me why she would take it. So I kind of think that I agree with you, Erdy, but I think we need to bring this to the rest of the group and decide what we're going to do with this information.
Fine. I would have brought the hammer of justice down the moment I saw the thief. But that's just me.
All right. So, are you going to do anything this evening, or should we move forward with the night?
Would we take our usual watches? Two people per like section.
Okay. So you guys set up your watch, and throughout the night, you don't see Greenham. So she chats with Radisir for a little bit. She chats with Ed Helry, the Hoper, and then she goes into her tent, and you don't see her come out the night.
Micaiah would have done watch with Ira and would have filled him in on the conversation between Erdnot, Abaddon, and herself. And I'm assuming Eric, when Zan comes on watch, you would probably fill him in as well.
Was there anything that I missed when I did that whole Operation Save Lightning Bug thing? Was there anything that I missed that I should know when you tell me?
Just basically that Erdnot is kind of the position that he thinks that Minxie, really wouldn't have any motive to be stealing anything, and that Green Imps is kind of setting her up, basically.
Okay, so I caught it. All right. Yep. And then when we do the shift change, I tell Zan, who would hopefully tell Vidani.
All right. So everybody's been filled in.
By morning, we should all be on the same fill-in, hopefully.
All right, so the next morning comes, you don't see Green Imsa leave her tent. Nothing happens throughout that night. And actually, whoever the last person is to be up, is it you, Vidania, who takes the last?
Vidania and Zan.
I can.
Okay, so Vidania and Zan, as you guys are kind of finishing up, it's so funny because Erdnot's screen has been stuck with just him like this.
I know, he has
on my thing for
half
like
his
the most
head
awesome
is
smile
like
on
shifted.
right now.
for like 5
For
minutes.
me, half his head is shifted.
So Carlon actually comes up to you guys, and it's early morning, and he says, "Good morning to you both. I just came from the wagon in the back. That rock gnome with you. He told me to tell you all that he had another lead and that he was leaving, and then he just left. So the one with the pony, he's gone."
Uncle Ari.
Oh, okay. I was like, rock gnome. Yeah. Sorry, Aaron. Forgot he existed. Forgot he was with us.
He'd been quietly
Who does that?
brooding
does that.
and reading,
Uncle Ari.
like in the back of the wagon a little bit, and then on Esquiplios. He's not a big fan of traveling. He made very apparent to you guys, like one of the first days, he just was complaining and just not into traveling. But yeah, so Carlon tells you.
In all fairness, we didn't invite him.
It's true. It's true.
He tells you. So Carlon tells you that Uncle Ari has found a lead and is taken off. So,
We'll just explain to Carlon. He kind of does that. That's kind of his thing. He just kind of pops in and out
He
unexpectedly.
comes and goes.
okay. He's like, yeah, I didn't know why he told me. I just met you all, but I think I just happened upon him as he was leaving. But,
Sometimes he doesn't even say goodbye.
oh. I've known plenty of people like that. I've been guilty of it myself sometimes, so I understand. Well, good morning. And he heads off to go help Warand again, which has been like his starting to become a routine where he helps her get everything ready in the morning. So you're on day 36. Is there anything that you are going to do on this day?
Micaiah would seek out the pole so that she could speak to him about what he proposed.
Okay.
I'm laughing because I said Micaiah would seek out the pole.
I know.
That is pretty funny.
It's hard not to laugh at.
It's a little bit funny. And Liz was trying so hard. She was trying so hard. She was like, yes, not that pole, but the pole, like with the capitals.
The capital pole. The capital pole.
The capital pole.
So he's over with the Orvostia. They're just he's like chatting with her and.
All right, so Micaiah would approach the pole and just say, "May I have a word with you?"
Okay. He looks over and he says, "Excuse me, Orvostia," and he steps off to the side a little bit with you and does that intense like eye contact, staring, like just waiting for you to go ahead and talk.
Micaiah would just do it back real quick for like a couple seconds.
In
And then
context.
she would say, I've thought about what you asked me, and I would be honored to help you out. Can you tell me a little bit more about what exactly you had in mind for me to do? I mean, I do have my duties here as a guard, so what are you thinking that I can do for this young lady?
He smiles, which you've been the one who has seen most of his smiles. He just seems to like really like you, and so he's like, "Well,
Everybody does. Jeez, not jealous.
Zan and Micaiah, Zan/Micaiah 2020.
Yeah, I can be your vice president. Oh my god, I love this idea. Yes.
I'd have you as my vice president any day.
There you
Yes.
go. The endorsements are in. It's already. We're
Let's do
writing it
We can
in.
get write-ins. We can get more votes than Mickey Mouse. More than
I
Harambe,
might actually
more than
write-
all of them.
You might get
I actually
44
might.
votes.
Would actually
I'll take
write
44
that in.
votes.
So the pole smiles and he says, "Well, I can tell that you come from a military background based off of your discipline and respect. I think that Orvostia would benefit from a little bit of understanding of general respect and discipline. She's very new and very naive. So anything that you can teach her."
I find it. I mean, you seem like a very disciplined man. Are you just too busy to help out your young, companion here?
I just find that it's best to get as many points of view in this world as possible. I don't know everything and I don't pretend to. And I think I can teach her everything that I know, but it won't be nearly enough to get her where she needs to be.
I understand. Can you tell me a little bit about her background?
I don't know much other than she's an only child. She's young. She's foolhardy. But she has a good heart, and she rushes straight into battle when any kind of danger arises. I just feel
Sounds
like that
just
will.
like my kind of wild horse. I see why. I see what you're talking about, Paul. I understand. You're thinking that's a young Micaiah, and you're right, young sir.
He nods and he kind of smiles at being called young because he's definitely like in his like late 40s, early 50s. Um, but
He's like a silver
I
fox.
thought we were
right?
saying that that's young.
I feel
I mean
like
it is, but he's not like 20. um, and so he just says, "Thank you, I appreciate it. I don't know how much interaction you've had. I can introduce you now if that would be helpful."
Yes, I think that would be great. Yes.
Okay. He walks over, and you're only a few feet away from Orvustia, who's just kind of standing there quietly, and he just says, "Orvustia Micaiah of the Wild will be teaching you more about discipline and honor and better fighting techniques, and perhaps when to stay back and when to move forward. But um, please seek her out if you have any questions." And Orvustia kind of like she fixes the glasses on her nose and she says, "Thank you. I appreciate it. I will learn everything that you have to teach."
Well, that's the right attitude. That's what I'm talking about. Now, listen. I understand that you want to do everything and all at once, but come to me if you have any issues. Come to me if you have any, conflicts. I'll help you out.
I will. Right.
And she just like nod at her.
You ready? The pole thanks you.
I wink at the pole, but just the tip.
Fresh.
Okay, so anything else that you all are gonna do in this day? John, I'm gonna speed it up. All right.
Speed it up.
So the day goes by. No, nothing of note. No abnormal things. You guys head through. Continue on through the woods here, the road that leads through the woods. Not looking out. There's no Minxie. Actually, all of you kind of would notice if you care. The ones that care about Minxie would notice. She's not out in the woods at your stops. She's not going out and getting flowers. She's not dancing. She is up in the cart wagon G with Cormina, the human, and she pretty much stays there. So she's a teamster, so she's driving the cart. But when you guys stop and whatnot, she's no longer out and about running around. Quiet.
You look like a kid that's been putting time out.
Yeah. And I mean, for her, it's a very obvious thing. Like, I wouldn't even have you do any kind of perception check because she was always out. She was always running around. She was always dancing and laughing and flowering and getting glittery things and all of that. And that is all stopped. Instant.
What do you make out of that or not?
Can't hear you, buddy.
Possibilities. You can't hear me now.
I didn't hear first half.
We couldn't hear the beginning of what you said.
That's just par of the course for me on this connection apparently. Anyways, the only possibilities I could think of is that she did give the jewel to the green one, got caught, but I find that doubtful. or she's in trouble for speaking to us. That's all I can think of.
Still only heard about half of what he said. Did you guys catch that?
I'll just stop talking and just use sign language.
I'm sorry, man. I mean, I know my connection sucks too. I'm not saying it's you.
No, he said that he believes that either she got caught giving away the jewelry, or she got in trouble for talking to or not.
If she got caught giving away the jewelry, though, why would Green Imsa still have it? I mean, wouldn't that person have taken it back?
Unless it wasn't the first thing she took.
That
I
or
ref-
not necessarily. If you have a bunch of stolen shit and someone takes one of your stolen things and gives it to someone else and you're trying to be undercover, you're not gonna storm over and take your stolen shit back.
Yeah, I suppose.
I
Yeah,
have
but
a
we still
feeling
don't
that
know who
if
has our stuff. That doesn't even prove anything about who stole our stuff.
I still think it's the Dean one.
I'm
I have a
inclined.
feeling
I'm
that
inclined
if
to agree with you or not. I don't know. It seems real convenient that all of a sudden, right after she's seen, all of a sudden she wants to talk to everybody. Now she's trying to set something up about Minxie. I don't know.
It's like a rat. They'll do anything to throw the scent off their arse.
I agree.
Vidania,
Very weird metaphor, but
Vidania, you do know that, at least based off of what you saw on the night that you witnessed Green Imsa going through Aldor's stuff, that she did not see her.
Okay.
All right. So anything else for day 36?
how far away is the caravan of the cultists with the wagon and their tents and stuff?
So they're not very far away. They're only about maybe 20, 30 feet away. Like, they're still close enough that if something were to happen, everybody could rush to help, but they're not in that, like, big cluster. They're just like a little cluster to the side.
That's all. Thanks.
we have a naked man that we found in the dirt. Do we have any questions you want to ask this guy? Zan?
That's Zan's pet.
Ask the president.
That's
What
not
can
us.
we do, President?
You're muted.
Oh, you're muted. Yeah.
Sorry, I was eating cookies and I didn't want the chopping in everyone's ear.
Oh, cookies.
What kind of
Yum.
cookies? What kind of cookies?
Peanut
We have
butter.
to know.
Oh, peanut butter cookies.
Oh yeah, delicious.
Oh, so
Um,
good.
I
uh,
Just
have
like
to
are
my
we like
grandma likes to bake.
are we like far enough away from other people that we can have a private conversation, or are we kind of suspect?
I mean, you can always you guys can always kind of pull yourselves aside because you're all part of his wagon. Um, so it's not necessarily like weird for you all to just come together to have a huddle up. So you can do that.
Yeah, that way
All
no one
right.
can hear what
Huddle
we're.
up, team. Huddle up.
So I'd like to ask Carlson, Carlin, what he discovered before when the cultists buried him. What did he find any information on them, where they're going and what they're doing?
He kind of looks around at the rest of this group here, and he says, "What I can tell you is that they're going north. They're going to Waterdeep, and at Waterdeep there is to be a meeting of many of them. That was the information that I was able to find before I got caught. I don't know much more than that because my journey was cut short. But there are many, and they are meeting in Waterdeep."
How did you get caught?
I was passing along information to another agent, and I was seen.
Did the other agent get away?
Yes, as far as I know.
But how did they know you were passing along information about them?
Well, I was not as careful as I should have been, and it appears I was being followed. Perhaps they'd recognized the other person. I don't know. All I know is that it was clear that they knew who I was. And as you saw, I was stripped. And so he kind of like gestures a little bit to the tattoo that's on his shoulder. As it became very obvious.
They're familiar with your group then.
Yes. But you guys would know this because in the letters that you found from Frulam, she refers to like the Harper. When she's talking about Leosin, like they know they referred to Leosin as the Harper. So like the fact that the faction is aware is known by the cultists at this point, based off of what you saw in those letters.
Forgot about that. Alright. Do you know what they were transporting in the group that you were in? Was it more loot from raids?
He nods and says, as far as I could tell, more of the same. More stolen goods, art, jewelry, exquisite wood, and anything that they stole. I wouldn't be surprised if there were carts of slaves. It's anything of value is being transported, as far as I could tell.
Right.
Okay.
Do you have any names of the leaders of that caravan? Anything like that that might help us once we hit Waterdeep?
He looks and says, from what I can gather, these are not leaders here. These are just low level, maybe second rank. The leaders, we know of a Resmir, and we knew of a Brulam, but I heard rumor that she was killed some time back. But other than that Resmir name, at this point, we don't have any other names of true leadership.
Did Minxie like tell me that when I showed her the thing, like did she imply that I outranked Braxton? Did I get that at all? I don't remember.
No, not necessarily. Just you. It's a second rank, so it's higher than initiate, which she didn't. Based off of the way that her reaction changed when you talked to her, it almost seemed as if she might be that first level. But you don't know anything about Braxton's level. Right?
That's pretty good.
Anything else for the day? All right, I'm gonna move on to the next day. So day 36 on day 37. You guys, we're on 37. It's in the morning. So you guys are heading off. Everybody's getting their stuff together, and the caravan moves forward for the day. Losing people left and right.
Yeah, I lost everyone but Ergnot and Izzy. Oh no, Eric just came back.
I'm Abaddon again, so
Oh, I'm looking at the Twitch. It's like half frozen screens.
yeah.
Man.
Okay, so uh, day 37 continues on. So as you guys have noticed, that the tradeway it skirts around and between the huge troll bark and misty forest, but it does pass through a bunch of other smaller forests that don't appear on any maps that you guys have seen. Um, and so you find yourselves along uh, one of those paths. It's about a little bit past mid morning as you all are making your way through. And pull up my D&D Beyond. It's a nice enough day. You can hear the birds chirping and all of that. It's just a quiet run through. On this particular day, you guys are at the end of the caravan, so every day it kind of switches up. The cultists are always at the front. They get themselves ready like right away, and then they start off just to be there at the front, and then at that point it's kind of a free for all. Like whoever's ready next just goes, and you guys, there's always a different rotation. And so on this particular day, you are at the end, which usually Radisir likes to be at the end because he likes to look out at the path that you've already traveled. It's just his thing. But today it's you.
Who was Radisir again?
Radisir is the really quiet rock gnome who is on Ed Helry's cart.
Okay. See, that's why I thought you were talking when you said rock gnome.
Yeah.
I was like super confused.
That's
Yeah.
what I originally thought when you first said it too.
Yeah, Ari.
I was like, oh no, there's another that other guy in our wagon. Shit. And then he said, Ari, and it's like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, Ari and Radisir are both rock gnomes.
Cool.
Okay, so you all are heading on your way when suddenly
Oh my gosh, what happens?
oh, that is okay, that was actually a natural 20. So suddenly
Party died.
When we are incinerated and we all die.
no, so suddenly as you're walking along, Vidania, you get hit and fall off of your horse. And you guys watch as just like out of the woods, this white like flash just comes shooting across, hits Vidania, natural 20, fall on the ground. You take
Hurt, didn't it?
yeah, falling on the ground definitely hurt. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground, and you are actually restrained, and you find yourself stuck in this thick cord of webbing. Your whole body is stuck, and everybody stops, and then you start to hear yelling and screaming kind of from like the beginning of the caravan all the way back. And there is going to be another webbing comes shooting out. 1 time this time. And that is, oh, it rolls twice. That's why. That is a 24 to hit, and this is going to be at you, Arik. You also get hit, slammed off of your horse and onto the ground, and you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you slam onto the ground. Your horses kind of like skitter a little bit, and you guys hear Ed Helry's voice up at the front, and she yells, "Fighter attack!" And I need everybody to roll me initiative at this moment while I change our music. Oh, here.
Should have used real dice. I don't know why I did that. So stupid.
It's alright. I just
God
damn
damn
hit
it.
it on the D&D Beyond.
I haven't been,
Am I-
and then I was like, oh, I'll use it, and then
Wait, it
Am
says
I the
2.
only-
Why does it say 2d20?
Hmm?
Well,
Am I
whatever
the only
first
one rolling real dice?
I did
I
too.
was. I don't know why I just
Oh.
did that.
I was going to, but I was looking at what my initiative, and then I ended up hitting it. So I'm just gonna go with that, and I'll probably end up using
God damn it.
move,
Never again.
move by the light.
Only gonna use real dice. Let's fireworks again.
Ooh,
Lauren,
Erdnot's
can
good.
you hear 'em? I hear 'em.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You're
Erdnot
They're
rolled
driving me
twice.
crazy.
They're going crazy right now.
Oh.
Cray fireworks. It's like battle music in the background. I feel like I'm in a real battle.
All right, so
I'm going last. Yes, correct.
all right. Abaddon, would you roll?
I'm first? Oh, yeah. 17.
17. Zan.
22.
Arik.
I think it says I rolled a 2, but it says to hit on the roll 20. I accidentally clicked the thing, and I was just gonna go with it because it's what it says.
I
but
think
don't know if
it's
that's...
I think it's 3 because you have a +1, so it shows a 2 then a 3.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, if I hover it over it. Yep. You're right. Thank you. Yeah, 3.
Okay.
Thanks.
Badania.
10.
What was it?
10.
10?
10.
Okay. I don't know why your thing like cuts out whenever you Micaiah.
I got a 2.
And Erdnot. 18?
19.
19.
19. Yeah, my boy.
All
Look
right.
at those armpits. Oh yeah.
So we're gonna go.
God, it's hot in this fucking room.
You have the window open?
It's hot in here too because I don't have the
Yeah,
AC
but
on because it's too
the
loud.
breeze is on the other side of the house.
Mm.
Apparently, the internet beams on the other side of the house as well.
Yeah, everything's on
Don't
the
have
other side of the house.
there's
Far
no
away from me.
internet beams, no nothing. Erdnot is just shut in just a terrible hot room.
If we were streaming or not, be like taking his clothes
No
off because
internet beams.
it's stuffy in here.
All right. So Zan, you don't see anything yet, but you are up. You just watched Vidania and Arik fall. You started to hear some yells. What are you doing?
How far away from Arik and Vidania am I?
You're probably about 30 feet away from them at the moment.
So what I'm thinking is, can I come over to Arik and try to like free him from whatever's restraining him?
Yes, let me just double check what this is. Yeah, so you can. So how do you want to try to do that?
If I try to look to see what it is, will I still be able to try and get him free, or like to try and see what it is that gonna take an action to to figure it out?
So you can see it's this very sticky webbing that is like. If you want to figure out like exactly what it is, then yeah, that's going to be like almost a nature check, and that would be your turn. But you can see immediately it's a sticky like stuff that's wrapped all around him.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna make a nature check to see if I recognize it and can find out how to free him.
Okay.
16.
This looks to be webbing from a spider. It looks like it's a natural thing that has come from a very, very large spider. It
I
looks
like this one.
it looks like you can, probably cut it, but it might. Yeah, you can cut it. But if you try to like hit it or whatever, that's not going to work. Like you can't like bash it off with like a club, but you could try to cut it if you wanted.
Would I be able to start cutting with a bonus action? Maybe not cut through it, but just start the process.
I will say you can like get your dagger out to do it the next turn, or
Yeah,
the next time we go around. All right. Next up is okay. So we've got the spiders here. I'm using a combination of like 3 different places to roll. Charge. Did that just roll? No, that was somebody else's thing. Okay, Jesus. All right, so that doesn't through. The next one. Nope.
I don't know if you meant to, but you just rolled in the actual
Yeah, that's fine.
roll one.
Yeah, that's okay.
Ooh, it looked like they rolled shitty.
Yeah, so they did not get their oh, well, actually only 2 of them there. So you do see suddenly this giant arachnid just jumps out from the side of the woods, and it's actually going to try to take a bite out of Vidania. One of them comes out from the side, and because you're on the ground, it's going to go ahead and attack. That's an 8 to hit, which does not hit you, even on the ground. Oh wait, I think it does have actually range. Oh, it has advantage on you though. So I'm going to roll again. And that is another 8. So it jumps down, and it's like its mandibles come down and crack into the ground, but you're able to still like shift away. Another one is going to jump out at you, Micaiah.
Hey.
And that is a 24 to hit.
Yes.
And you take this giant spider just jumps out and sinks its little fangs in the side of you. You get 7 points of damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Nat 20.
All right. So
I get hit points back, right?
So
Nat 20.
So
I get my Constitution. I push the poison out.
You
and
take
I gain
you take
health
only
points back. Come on, DM.
4 points of poison damage. As you can feel like the fangs sink into your side, and then you can feel this like hot burning that's like injecting into your body, and like just burning through your veins. So it's another 4 points of poison damage.
With a nat 20? This is ridiculous.
Yeah. And you can hear like the people all around like yelling, and there's definitely other stuff going on at the like front of the caravan, in the middle of the caravan. Not, you're up next. What are you doing?
So they're both visible now.
Yes, you can see a spider that has jumped on Vidania, and you can see one that has jumped on Micaiah, and then like both of them have kind of stepped off, but they're right there.
Really on top of them anymore.
No, they're not on top of them.
All right. Whichever one's closest to me, I will use Sacred Flame on it.
Okay. Dexterity save on their part. Okay, hold on.
Yep.
All right, so we'll say that this is the one that's over Vidania. Dex save is a 16. So is that a Sacred Flame? It just doesn't hit. So you go to like reach out and do the Sacred Flame, and it zips past because the spider just shuffles over very quickly.
Ew.
Spider.
Anything else?
Not at the moment.
All right, next up is Abaddon.
Okay. I'm going to. I can see the spiders.
You can see them.
Right.
It would be your choice as to whether or not you're like on. So Vidania's on one side, Micaiah's on the other. So whichever side of the caravan you would have been riding on, one of those spiders will be closer to you.
Okay. I guess I'll be on Vidania's side of the cart, and I would like to cast magic missile.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do that at level 2, so that I can have the 4 shots, 2 per spider, because there's just 2 spiders, right, so far?
Yep.
Okay, so I will do that.
Pulling out them big guns.
All right. So magic missile. It's how many? 44? Plus 4?
Yes.
All right. So you'll have to roll 3 more d4s because it only does it the one time.
One?
Yeah, it just does the one.
Okay.
So we're at 3. So we're at 7. You just do 3 more d4s. We'll add. Okay. So 15 points of damage. Slam. So you reach out and they all go pew, 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 and you see the spider get slammed 4 different times. You need to roll me a d22, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's the one on Vidania. 16 points. 15 points.
Ooh. That was close.
Oh yeah. All right. Anything else?
We're gonna take out. Nope, that's it.
Okay.
I changed my mind.
Okay, next up. So as you guys are doing this, several more shapes come out of the woods. and you see these like lumbering, almost like humanoid spider type creatures that start coming out. And I'm gonna just give you a quick.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a quick.
Did you say humanoid?
They're
spider
like
creatures?
so they're bipedal, and they. I'm gonna send you guys what they look like because I don't know how to describe it. It's a weird, gross looking thing. And so I'm gonna.
Fly.
Huh?
I'm just picturing the fly.
But a spider, yeah. Let's see. I'll send it to your general chat here. In Discord. So you see these things, like some of them come lumbering out, and
Ew.
they actually, one of them is approaches Arik's horse, whose name I cannot remember.
Gambit.
Gambit.
Is his name.
And you see it wrap some webbing around Gambit's neck and then start to lead that horse away. And then another one comes and does the same thing, actually goes up to the horse that's leading your cart, and starts to like cut away at the bindings that is holding the one of the horses there. And another one comes out from the side and is going to Arik, you're the one on the ground. You're on the ground. It's going to come over and it is going to. I have to just read what these things can fucking do. It's actually going to come over and do a multi-attack against Abaddon. So as it sees you like let off all these sparks, it comes up and it's going to bite and swing at you with its claws. So that is. Ooh. Okay, so that is a natural 20 with the bite. And a natural 20 with the claws.
You gotta be kidding me.
No. No, I got two natural 20s. Alright, so this is, we'll do, 8 points of piercing damage, and, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to roll that. 8 points of piercing damage for the bite, plus 8 points of poison damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. So you can feel like it sinks down, like as you're letting off all of these sparks, this all of a sudden you feel this burning in your shoulder, and the two mandibles, like those big black things you can see that just sink into your shoulder. And again, you just like Micaiah feel this like hot pain that's just coursing through, and you like scream out, and that's the bite. But you end up, while you can feel that burning pain, you do not get poisoned for a minute. 1 minute. So that is good. But you then also, then it lashes out with its claws, and you take another 12 points of slashing damage.
Ooh, I'm down.
You guys see Abaddon scream, and
oh no, I can't do it. Could I have done Hellish Rebuke in between any of that?
no.
Okay.
It was like, this is a multi-attack, so it goes twice, like in a row. And also it kind of like has come out of nowhere. And All right. So you're like slumped over on your horse. You guys all see this happen. Next up is Vidania. You're up.
Being raided by the Mark Knight.
Oh shit, we're being raided. Hi. Hi everyone. Thank you
Hi.
for the
Just in
raid.
time to watch us
I
get
didn't
eaten by
I don't think I got a
spiders.
did I get a notification or did that just show up? I feel like my
It
notification
just
thing
showed up
Oh.
in the
Hi,
the
nice to
chat
see you
there.
all. We're only 6 viewers, followers away from that 10 subscriptions, so just throwing that out there. And
Follow.
Avedon just got
Dead.
she just got. All right, so Vidania, you're
That
up.
found their squishiest one.
Yeah.
Can I move at all? Or am I totally stuck to this?
So you're stuck on the ground, but you can use your you can try a strength check to bust the webbing off of you.
Okay.
Or if you want to try to cut it, hold on, let me just double check. Restrained. You could also try to like cut the webbing with disadvantage. If you want to try to do that.
I don't know. Okay, I'll try to cut it.
Okay, so roll me an attack with your whatever it is that you're going to use. You could probably use your
my dagger.
Yeah, you could use your dagger. You wouldn't be able to get your longsword when you're restrained like that.
Okay. 16.
That hits. That does hit. So just roll damage. Thank you. These earrings were a birthday gift from Erdnot.
It's a 5.
Good choice, or not. Good job.
A 5. That's all you needed. So you are cutting along, and you're very, very skilled and very fast, and you're able to slice it just enough to then bust open the webbing. You still have movement. If you wanted to get up, that would be half your movement, and then you'd be able to move 15 feet or so. But the spider is right next to you.
Attack me.
Hi, Nat. Awesome. All right.
I'll just stay here. So
Okay.
he doesn't...
I'll just stay.
Arik, you're up.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to break. You said I could do a strength check to try to break it.
Okay.
The webbing, right?
Yes.
Right. So that would just be a D20 with a straight strength modifier.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. 18, 19, 20. So that's a 22.
That does it. So you just kind of like flex and it busts into and like rips and busts open.
Oh.
And so you
It
can.
didn't come true, Eric.
You don't have a spider near you at the moment, but you can use your half your movement to get up. And just as a reminder, too, to Arik and Micaiah, you both have inspiration. So, what did I say? I know in my horror game I said that you could like re-roll a thing. I think this one is a D4. If you want to use it to roll, add a D4 to a roll, you can do that. So it's a reminder. Got my little.
Does that work to any roll?
Yeah.
Attack, damage.
Yeah.
Check.
As long as you do it before you find out if it fails, you can add it to your thingy.
How far away is my horse and that spider person? I was gonna say Spider-Man, but
There.
spider thing, the guy.
At this point, they're only about 10 feet away from you.
Okay, so then I'll stand up. I'll draw my sword off my back, and I'm going to run right at it, and I'm going to try to hit the damn thing.
All right. So you can't actually make an attack right now. Your action was to get out of the.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you can run towards it and be like in its face.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to run towards it, and could I, as a bonus action, try to grab the reins of the horse?
Yeah, I'll say you're holding on to it. Now. All right. Micaiah, you're up.
Actually, could I?
Oh.
I'm sorry. Could I actually change that? I'm
Sure.
sorry. Could I change what I just did instead of grabbing the reins? I'd like to. Could I store all my stuff on the horse? So I'd actually, if I can, like wrench my longbow off the pack of my horse.
Okay. Yep. I'll say you grab your longbow off the horse. All right, Micaiah, you're up.
All right, so I'm
Oh,
do my.
you're out. You're cutting in and out.
All right, can you hear?
Orda.
I'm gonna. How about now?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna do my bonus action first, and I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Abaddon
Okay.
at a second level. So I'm gonna give her 2d4 plus 2, and I roll that, right?
Yep. Abaddon is frozen in a very pleasant way with a pleasant smile on my screen.
I got 8 points of.
All right, Abaddon, you get 8 points of healing back. Life.
That was my bonus action. Is there a thingy near me?
Yes, I believe there's the one that like tried to. Yeah, it's right next to you.
To bite me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to cast as my action. I'm going to cast poison spray. Well, I'm going to try cast poison spray on the spider.
Okay.
So I believe that's a check on you, your part.
Yes. What kind of check is that? Dexterity saving throw? A con?
Yeah, con.
Okay. All right, let's see. Constitution saving throw. Oops. That does not succeed either one of those. So that's a 6 that it got.
All right. Takes points.
Can you type it in because I couldn't hear? Could you just type it in the thing on Roll20 if you have it up?
Yeah. It was 5.
Oh, 5. Okay, I could hear you then. All right, 5 points of damage. I guess no, that's fine. Okay. So you spray it and it does like a little like as it gets all this poison spray. Actually, let me just double check something. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it for me.
Alrighty.
Because I can't disengage, right? Because they're right next to me.
Right. I mean, yeah, right. You can't.
Well,
you can move away, but
yeah.
you'll be open.
Right.
All right, Zan, you are right next to Arik, who stood up and ran over to his horse.
How close? I can see the one trying to take the horse at the front of the carriage.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, I'd like to mark that one with Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
and as my action, fire my Zan's new, as he's calling it, the organic bow.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
GMO.
That's 13.
Free range,
That just hits. Oh wait, who was this? Micaiah. That one was Abaddon. That's what it was. That just hits.
Oh, okay. Uh, 8 plus 4, 12.
All right, 12 points of damage on the one that's up the cart. Alrighty. Anything else?
No, I can't do anything else.
Okay. Alright, so now we've got these spiders. The one that's on you, Vidania, is going to first roll to see if it gets its webbing back. Which it does not. And then it's going to do a bite attack on you, Vidania. That's a 6. So it tries to bite you again and just like can't seem to make it. Now that you've gotten out of the webbing, you're just able to flip out of the way. Micaiah, the next one is going to try a bite attack on you. Actually, first again, I'm gonna roll.
Of course it is.
Nope, did not get it back. Bite attack. 20, natural 20 on Micaiah plus 5, so that is a 25. So you take
God dang it.
4, 3, 7 points of piercing damage as it bites into you, and I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Abaddon turned into a cat.
15.
Yes.
15. All right. So you take 4 points of poison damage again, but you are not poisoned.
Gosh.
And that is going to be its move. It's still going to stay right next to you. Erdnot, you are up.
So there's 3 spider men and 2 giant spider dogs. Is that right?
They're just giant spiders. They're not dogs.
But they're being used like as attack dogs, right?
You have no idea that you're just being attacked by giant spiders and
Okay.
like bipedal spiders.
All right. So you said one of the spider guys is like trying to take my horse. So he's what, within 10 feet of me or so?
Yeah, he's like
say?
right. It's right there. Yeah, it's about 10 feet away.
All right. I will hop off the cart and attack it with my short sword.
Okay.
5. All right. And
That's an
then
8.
as oh, 8.
Yeah, an 8 to hit.
Okay,
So
wrong thing.
yeah. So you swing your short sword, but these spider creatures seem to be like really quick. Anything?
All right. You
anything?
son of a bitch. Yeah. I will attack it with my hand axe using my 2-weapon fighting.
Okay.
Because that's in my other hand. There it is.
A 10 to hit. So you swing 2 times with the short sword and the axe, but these things are very, very quick, and it kind of like hisses in your face as you miss. Anything else? What in the hell is going? Oh, is that a cat? Jesus! I'm like, what is happening over there? Abaddon, you're up.
I'm here. Do I have to just death save?
No, you got 8 points of healing, so you're good. You're kind of slumped over on your horse, and you come
Got
to.
8 points?
Yeah, you have 8 points.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Micaiah healed you.
Where were you?
She had a cat butt in her face.
I
Over here.
healed you. I healed you. I didn't even have to lay my hands on you, and I healed you.
Oh, there you are. What? You
Laying
healed
hands
me?
on anybody?
Yeah, you have
Oh,
8.
I
You
didn't
have,
even hear you
Where's
at
the
all.
key?
Yes, I healed you.
yeah, you have 8 points of healing.
Oh, sick.
So you come
I
to.
thought I was just dead.
you were like
You were
so you went
unconscious.
Did anything
unconscious
else
and-
happen when I was?
Oh, I don't know.
Apparently not paying attention.
Oh, I got kicked off.
Dude.
So I got. Okay.
You got 8 points of healing. So there is a giant spider. No, sorry. There's an there's a giant bipedal spider, humanoid, right next to you. That is the one that
Okay.
knocked you out.
It's the one that what?
That's the one that made you go unconscious.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna cast. Sorry, I wasn't ready because I thought I was dead. But we'll make this quick, hopefully. Can I cast a witch bolt on it?
Yep.
Sorry.
Someone shit fell.
Someone shit
Sorry, I'm trying to-
fail.
I'm trying to kill a real spider in real life.
Oh shit.
Don't kill them.
But
They're
it
good.
Or
didn't work.
yeah,
Witch
it
bolt?
fought
No,
back.
it didn't pop up.
I literally just killed it with a wrench.
Oh my gosh.
All
Not a
right.
joke, a very small
So
wrench.
Oops.
witch bolt. So 17. Whoa.
Sorry, I guess I did it twice.
17 to hit. So could you just remind me how witch bolt works?
Yes. It's crackling blue energy. Yeah, it takes 1d12 lightning damage, and then on each of my turns for the duration, I can use my action to deal 1d12 again.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna put witch bolt. It's a concentration, right? Or no? It is.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are concentrating. All right over there.
Yeah, a legit spider just ran across my lamp in my desk, and I was like, oh shit! So I moved my computer, which pulled the cord of the phone top, and it was actually fairly large. So I was like, yeah, do I want to punch this? It's gonna create a problem. It wedged itself in the mat, between the mat and the desk. And I didn't have anything to poke at it with, except for this small wrench. So I grabbed my wrench instead of going at it.
Fighting two
Sorry.
battles.
Yep, there's a lot of excitement.
So that's
Our
your
average.
18 points of lightning damage against this one here. All right. That's a lot. So you hit it, and you hear it does this like weird like crackling scream as it gets hit with this bolt. Are you doing anything else?
Oops. No, I think that's it.
All right.
Oh, did anything happen to my horse?
No. You're still on your horse. You didn't like fall off.
Okay.
You slumped over on it. Okay, so next we've got them. All
Wait.
right.
Oh, sorry. No, never mind.
So the one that is trying to take your horse, Arik, is going to gonna do it's actually going to do the webbing again. So that is a 20 to hit. So you watch as the webbing comes shooting out from its between its like mandible thingies and slams into you. You go falling back onto the ground, and you are restrained again and on the ground prone. And after it does that, it is going to lead your start walking away with your horse. So you're on the ground prone, and it's gonna take the horse and go into the woods. Oh. Who's losing me? Okay. It's gonna pull into the woods, and the woods are only about like 15 feet from the road. So it leads the horse about 15 feet into the woods, and it's starting to disappear into the woods there. Next up is the one that is on the carriage, and that's the one that you were grabbing, right? Or not? You would attack that one. I can't hear you, so I'm just going to assume it's going to do also the webbing on you. That got so loud. And that is a 22. And so, hearing a weird. Oh, I can hear your stuff, Abaddon. It's doing like a weird, like, whoop whoop.
Mine is?
Yeah.
I'll just shut myself up.
It sounds like a dog is barking, but coming from your screen. So yeah, Erdnot, you are now, like, again, same thing that just happened to Arik. This webbing comes shooting out from its mouth, and you are restrained and stuck. Actually, like, it shoots at you, and you get stuck to the side of the cart there. And it's going to. It used its first turn to cut the horse free, so it's going to start leading the horse into the woods as well. So it gets about 15 feet. And then this one that was on you, Abaddon, you came back up. So it is going to actually, it's going to do its web attack on you as well. Third one. That is a 20. So that hits, and so now you're stuck actually to your horse because it's right next to you. So it just like wraps you up, and now you're stuck on Balu, and you are also restrained. So we've got Erdnot. We've got Erdnot. We've got Arik, and we have Abaddon, who are all restrained. Okay. And that one is going to, it's actually going to start to back up into the woods about after one of the ones that went further in. So that one starts to disappear into the woods as well. Vidania, you are up.
Is there still that one there that's attacking me?
There is
one.
still the giant spider, yeah, so there's a spider on you.
I'll cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
Then I mean, I had my dagger in my hand. Can I grab my bow?
Yep.
Does that count as like a...
Yeah, you can like drop your dagger and grab the bow.
Okay. So I'll shoot it with a...
If you shoot it, it's right next to you, so you'll be at disadvantage.
Oh, it's right next to me?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh. Catch that. I'll try to hit it with my dagger. I don't think I can do Hunter's Mark because I think that's a... I'll leave it on anyway.
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter. I think Hunter's Mark is
I thought it was right.
even if it's
Yeah, Hunter's Mark works on
any kind of
weapon.
damage.
Anything?
Yep, weapon
okay.
attack.
Okay, so I'll just try to have it in my... 19.
I couldn't hear you, but if it's more than a 14, it hits.
It is 14.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. So... 4, 7. 7?
7. Okay. All right, 7 points of damage. So you stick it like right in the little abdomen part, and you can see like green goo start coming out of the end part of it, and does that like horrible screech thing. All right, anything else?
No.
Okay. Arik, you are up. Oh, and he's gone. You're back. You're back. Technology.
Sorry, guys. All right. I'm currently restrained, correct?
Yes, you are.
I guess I'll do another strength check to see if I can maybe flex my way out of this one.
Okay.
That's a 15 plus 4.
Yep. So again, you're able to just like push out of the webbing. You are prone on the ground, so it will be another 15 feet of movement to get up.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Can I see in the woods? Can I see that spider thing that took my horse?
You can see it, but it's definitely like it's starting to disappear into the woods.
So if I took a shot, I'd probably have disadvantage, I'm guessing.
You can't take a shot this round unless you.
Oh, I'm an idiot. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was my action. Sorry.
Yeah, that was your action.
I keep forgetting that. Is there anybody next to me that seems to be in real trouble? Is Vidania? No, Vidania's up.
Vidania is up, and there's a spider near her.
And is she close to me? I should have asked this before. You guys aren't looking at a battle map or anything.
No. I was just doing a theater of the mind until we get to a different scene. So.
Totally cool.
Yeah. So, Micaiah and Abaddon are on the one side. You and Vidania are on the other, so you would be able to help Vidania.
But she's up and moving around. Correct?
She has a giant spider next to her, but she is standing up. Yeah.
Is it literally right next to her?
Yes.
And I can't push or like shove and like pull somebody as a bonus action.
So you would
Like
have to get
like to
over.
effectively switch.
So let me just pull up my trusty D&D.
I suppose. I mean, I guess I would just try to put myself in between her and the big spider thing.
Yeah, you could
If
move.
possible.
You would be able to move. So she's probably about 10 feet away, give or take. So you have 15 feet of movement. So you'd be able to like position yourself in between her and the spider if you wanted.
Okay, that's what I.
Okay. All right. So next up, we've got Micaiah.
Finally, my turn. The lounge is waiting. All right. Now, do I got a spider guy next to me?
You do.
I do. So I would like to please try and hit the spider with my spear. Gonna try to stab him
Okay.
with my spear.
You got that quarterstaff, right?
I just got a nat 20. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Roll
Nat
damage.
20. So when I roll damage now, it's 1d6 plus 2. So what do I double the 6, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So 4. So that's 8. So 10.
10. All right. 10 points of
Man.
damage. You stick it like right in its face. It's still standing.
Gosh darn it. All right. Is anybody like really hurting at this point? We don't have any unconscious members.
Nobody's unconscious at the moment. I think you and Abaddon are the ones looking the worst.
The worst. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself
Okay.
because I'm looking pretty bad. So I do 5, 3 plus 2. So I get 9 points back.
All right. What does that put you at?
18.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay.
All right,
Okay.
I'm done.
All right, Zan, you're up. You can see Erdnot and Abaddon are both restrained. Like Erdnot is stuck up against the cart, and Abaddon is stuck to her horse. You're on mute. You're muted.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I want to fire my bow with the one I have. Hunters. That's the one that's near Erdnot, right? At the front of the carriage.
The Ettercap, or the bipedal one, or the spider?
I believe I was going after the bipedal one that was trying to steal the horse.
Okay, let me just mark that. Sorry, hunters.
What did you call it?
Ettercap.
Ettercap?
Yeah, Ettercap.
Not what I would have thought that thing would have been called.
Do you have sharpshooter?
15. No, I don't.
All right, so that was a 15 to hit.
15 to hit.
Yeah. So it's disappearing into the trees with the. Oh no, wait, no. Yeah, no, it is. It's disappearing into the trees with the horse. So you go to you let loose the arrow, but it sinks right into a tree, like right near its head, but it doesn't hit.
Spider hearts that Raging Rolls and the Mark Knight have been posting. Little spider heart emojis.
Those are
cool and being gross.
So those are mimic hearts on the.
Oh, that was okay.
Yeah, so on the dreaded GM channel, because they have the affiliate status, you can make your own emotes, and so that is their one of their emotes that they have is this mimic heart. So if you get like a really good look at it, you can actually like go on their merch store, and I don't remember if it's on Stream Elements or Streamlabs. But anyway, if you go watch their channel, they have stuff for sale that has that mimic heart on it, and there's different colors and stuff. I only have the purple one, but that's what their emoji. And so like once you subscribe to somebody's channel, you get to use their emotes on other people's channels and wherever. So that's theirs, one of theirs. Also, you're frozen again for me. Like you have been probably for the past 15 minutes, just in one position.
Surprised you can even hear me.
All right. So sorry. Who is up next? It is Xana was done, right?
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Alrighty. So this giant spider that is engaged with Vidania is going to try to see if it gets its web recharge back. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. Nope, it does not. And so it is going to bite you, Vidania.
Arc.
So that is a +5 to hit, and that is an 11 to hit you. So that misses. This one is just not having luck at all.
Did it go, DM? Did it go around me to try to get to her?
Oh, I forgot you were in front of it. So that one was actually towards you. Either way, an 11.
My
so
whole
it goes,
idea was so she wouldn't. So I was trying to make it so she wouldn't get hit, but so it would attack me instead.
Yeah.
That was the whole idea.
Yeah, so it definitely attacked at you, but it did not hit. And it is going to, let's see. It's just going to stay there. The next one is on you, Micaiah. So it is going to first again try to see if it gets its web attack back. And so it's just going to go ahead and try to bite you. And that is a 23 to hit.
Things always hit me. All right.
Yeah. And so that is going to be 7 points of piercing damage, and you have to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. And again, as all this is happening, like it's very clear to you all that you're not the only ones who are necessarily being attacked. As a 9.
Yeah.
All right, so you take another 9 points of poison damage. As again, that gross, like sickly feeling of like the fangs just sinking into you, and then just like you can feel that venom is being pumped into your body. And this one is going to ask them to move. It is actually going to, it's going to move away from you and start heading into the woods, so you do get an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
Oh, hell yeah, I do. I'm definitely attacking this mofo. 14.
14 hits.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right.
Did you roll? Did I lose you?
Nothing happening?
She froze.
Oh.
Yeah, she froze.
Technology, man.
Sorry. Technology does not like me sometimes. So I rolled 5 plus 2, so 7.
All right.
Wait. Hold on. Oh no, that's plus the hit this one. Yeah, so that's right. 7. Yep, 7.
Okay. 7 points of damage. So you hit it as it's running off into the woods there. Next is Erdnot. You are up. You are restrained and stuck against the cart.
So what? I have to do like a strength check to flex my way out of it.
Yeah, so you can either do a strength check to try to burst through, or you can do a an attack on it at disadvantage with one of your weapons.
I want to be outdone by the human. I'll do the strength check and see if I can rip myself out of it.
All right. 14 does it. Yep, you just needed a 12. So you burst through out of
Hey,
the.
you piece of human.
Yeah, I did it twice. All right.
So you're no longer stuck against the cart.
But I am standing because I
You're
wasn't
standing.
knocked on the ground.
No, you were right
Okay.
next to the cart, so it
And-
kind of stuck you against it.
So it like took a horse. How far away is it?
It's about 30 feet into the woods.
Um, can I throw my no, never mind.
No, you can't.
All right, let me check the range. No,
You can't.
I'd be in a disadvantage.
You can't throw.
Can't.
Your action was to get out of the webbing.
Right, but the two-weapon thing gives me a bonus action of using the one of the second weapon, right? Either way, I'm not gonna do it because
Only if you use. You can only use a bonus attack if your first thing was an attack. I think with your two-handed whatever.
okay. I am going to put Hunter's Mark on it then. Just so I know where it's taking my goddamn horse.
All right, Hunter's Mark.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
All right, which one is this? Okay, this was all right. Update that. Okay, anything else? Nope.
No, that's like, can I move like closer to it?
Yeah, you can move. You've got 20. You won't get to it, but you can move the 25 feet.
All right, I'll get as close to it as I can then.
Okay.
So it's still ain't getting away from me. I need that horse. I'm not pulling this cart myself.
All right, Abaddon, you're up.
Okay. So I think since I'm wearing the amulet of the dynamo, I don't need the components to continue that spell, and I haven't gotten any damage, so I should be able to cast Witch Bolt again or do the damage again.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Should I roll it again?
Yeah, it's 1d12, I think, right?
Yeah, let me double check. Yeah.
And what's the range? Does it say?
The range is 30 feet.
Oh, it's right next to you though. This one. Oh no, wait, it went off
yeah.
into the woods. So it
It did?
it is just at the like cusp, so you can still get it with this. It's about 30 feet away.
Okay, I'll give it a try. That 1d, and I forgot what that 1d12.
It's like a scene in Predator when Arnold and his compadres just gun down that whole part of the forest with their machine guns.
All right, 7 points of damage. Right. I swear this thing is like talking to like itself because it somehow figures out exactly how much damage you guys have rolled and then it puts it in for me, even though it is not a related program. I'm just rolling with it, whatever.
Okay.
Anything else? You are
Restrained, right?
at the moment. Yep.
No.
Okay.
I can't wiggle out of this, right?
No, you could have tried to cut it. You could have used your strength
As
but
an
I
action?
think but I think the witch bolt was an action, so I think you're
Okay.
all right. So this one that was on Arik, all of them have gone into the woods, so it's gonna disappear into the woods. This one is gone. Same thing.
Do I get an attack of opportunity on it?
No, so I'm on the bipedal ones, so that one's already gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The one that has Erdnot's horse, it's going to disappear into the woods as well. Just weaving through the trees, and it has 60 feet of movement at that point, so it's going to run off. And let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. So this one had Arik's horse. That's what that note was. Duh. And then the one that you did Witch Bolt on is going to do the same thing. So these three go further into the woods another 60 feet, and you can no longer see them from where you are, as they disappear into the trees. Vidania, you are up.
Big spider's still right there, right?
Yeah, there's a spider right there. Right, and so you're like behind Arik as he kind of like shoved himself in between you and the spider. So you're 10 feet away. You'd have to move in order to get close to it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll jump out from behind him, move closer.
Okay.
I hit it with my dagger again.
All right. What was it? 9?
10.
10? No, that doesn't hit. So you go to like jab it, and well, so you hit the like exoskeleton of the spider, and it ricochets off the like one of the legs.
I run back behind Arik now.
You can. It will get it'll get an opportunity attack on you though.
Don't move.
I'll just stay where I am.
Okay.
Stay where you are. Stay where you are.
All right.
Don't ruin the
Next.
good things down here.
I know. I won't.
Arik, you are up actually.
Alright, so since I'm not restrained or anything, I'm just gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna try to hit it with a sword. It's a 8 plus 6 is
14. That just
14.
hits. So you're just
Okay.
able to get like in the sweet spot
Good.
on one of its legs.
If it wasn't, I was gonna have to use that inspiration just to kill the fucker. So it's a 1d. It's a 2 plus 6 is 8.
All right. So you jam up and cut off one of its legs, and it just bleeds out. Like you didn't think it was going to be a killing blow, but it kind of like does that like, and then like all this green goo starts just running out of it, and it flips over like in a.
Oh, so they're not that strong. They just fuck us up with that web. Damn. Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna kick it just for good measure,
Okay.
even though it's dead, because I'm mad that it took my horse. Which fucking stupid things took my horse.
Micaiah, you're up.
Ooh, that looks terrifying on the Twitch. Frozen.
I'm up.
Never mind.
So me.
Yeah, you're up, Micaiah. Oh my god.
Oh, so cool. Sorry. So, is the spider still next to me?
Yeah, hold on. Everything
Hold
just
on, hold on,
got
she's not there.
wacko.
Yep, there she is.
Hold
Is
on,
that
hold on.
spider near me, or did it run away?
No, there's a spider next to you still.
Sweet.
There we go.
All right. I'm going to try to stab it. 16 hit.
That hits.
All right. And it's going to take, oh shoot, 3 points of damage.
All right, 3 points.
Strong fruit. Strong.
You get it, and it's looking really, really rough, but it's still standing right in front of you.
Damn it.
Anything else? No.
No, I'm alone.
All right, Zan. What you doing?
So the one that I have Hunter's Mark, that's too far away. I don't know which way he went now, right?
You know the direction. What's the range on that? For the hunter's mark?
I once it's marked, the mark stays up for an hour.
Okay.
I get advantage on tracking it, but
Okay. Yeah. So you know which direction it went, but you can't see it anymore in the trees.
all right. I guess I'll probably look around to see which other ones are still nearby. Can I see the one that is attacking Micaiah?
Yeah, you can see that one.
All right, I'll use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark onto that one, and I'll shoot my bow at that one.
Okay.
That's cocked. It's a 22 to hit.
Yep. It's got 1 hit point of damage, so
Oh,
you
just
just
Dan gets him with 1 hit point.
yeah, you finish it off as it's about to go lunging at Micaiah. And so that one is also dead. So now so the 2 spiders are now dead, and you guys look around and you can see that Arik's horse is gone. Avedon is stuck to her horse. And one of the horses, and I don't remember if you guys had 2 horses on your cart.
Assumed it was just my horse that was pulling the cart.
Okay, so your horse is gone. And you can still hear some yelling and stuff coming from the rest of the caravan there, but you're no longer like currently in like combat mode.
I was gonna say, like, I know Zan couldn't track. He felt the directions. I'm assuming same for me. The one
Yeah.
I had Hunter's Mark. I know he's out with my fucking horse, eating it.
Yeah. So as you cut down Avedon's like all the webbing that's on her and help her out, you do see like the pole comes running over, and so does Lita, and they say to you all, they're like, they took another horse and they took Orvustia. You guys were very
No.
we need to sit here and watch the caravan, but you were very good at taking care of things with the gnolls. If you could go, we need your help. Essentially.
Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean my blade
do it.
off in the grass,
Whack.
sheathe it, and let's go get us horses back. And what was your name? Astivia?
Orvustia.
Arvushia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So, is there anything you want to do to prepare?
Excuse me.
You don't have time for like a short rest or anything, unless you want to give them an hour head start ahead of you. But
No. We all have. Never mind. No, I don't have it. You guys.
Well, I'm almost
What
dead,
stuff?
so Uh,
Oh, Kaya's almost dead.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Ernie to lay some hands on me, maybe. I only got 2 hit points, my friend.
2 hit points.
That's it.
All right, let me give you a heal light. That might give you. Let's see. It's a 6. You got 6,
All right, that'll do. Thank you,
and
sir.
then okay. We have healing potions in the sack, right?
Yeah, we still have
Yes, we do.
extra. We all should still have healing potions on us if we haven't used them.
Yes, true. How much for a regular healing potion, Liz? How much is that to you?
It is 2d4 plus 2.
2.
So as you guys are taking your healing potions, you can hear some more yelling coming from up further in the caravan, and the pole is like, "Please, we'll take care of things here." And he kind of rushes back up towards where the yelling is coming from, and Lita nods to you all and then heads back in that direction. Um,
So I got 8.
Abaddon, are you doing any healing?
Be running.
She said that her internet was super low, so I'm just
Oh
gonna
yeah.
mess around.
That's low.
Everything's freezing for me right now.
Back off. All right.
Worded in here. The dog is not in this room. What the hell is that?
Huh?
It smells like the dog just farted in here, but the dog is not in this room. Like it smells really bad here all of a sudden, and it's not me. Like it's like
gonna say,
a
well,
dog.
I
It's
gonna say, well, I hate to tell you, but
Those things
either
are strong.
you've either got a ghost that's shitting in your house in that very room, or it's you. I don't know which one you want to go with, pal.
it's pretty rank. It's pretty rank, and I'm like it's something just walked past the fucking window and just because. Ugh.
All right. So it's coming up on midnight anyway. So we'll just say like you guys can in the Discord adventure continues. Just do your healing and then we'll pick up. So as you guys watch the pole run back, and Lita, she kind of runs back but is staying in this position where so she can watch the rest of your horses, and is trying to like pull things together for your stuff. Carlon, he has hopped off of your caravan here and is helping to pull. He doesn't have weapons or anything on him, so he's helping to like wrangle everything together. And he's like, "I'll watch these. Do what you need to do." And you guys, all right? You're right up,
What the
right?
hell?
You're right over there.
Sorry. The audio came back with a fucking thunder in my ears. Sorry.
We can't see you though. I'm you again.
Yeah.
Whenever you disappear, I become you.
Oh,
So
sorry.
Run off. Or not just thinks of um Anne's warning earlier. Can't trust these people to watch our shit. Any one of them could be cultists.
Carlon is watching your stuff.
and we don't know if they're a part of the cult. We just don't recognize him. That was
Nope.
what Zan brought up earlier.
No. So the Carlon, the one with the Harper tattoo.
Oh, naked guy. Just say naked guy, because I totally forgot that guy was there.
Yeah, he's the one
Um,
who says he's gonna hold your stuff. The pole has gone running back, and Lita is like also helping Carlon to like pull your horses together so that you can go.
extra
Um,
weapons for this guy to guard our stuff with.
I was gonna ask you, does he have any weapons? Because I like a walking armor.
No, he does not have any weapons on him. He's got all the clothes you guys gave him, like pulled together from scraps. He's got nothing.
I'm gonna pull a dagger
I'm gonna.
and a
Okay, so you guys give him some weapons.
Everybody starts chucking weapons at him.
or not throws his shield at him.
He's like, thank you. I'll use the dagger. Like, you guys should probably go. Oh, and a hand axe. I didn't hear that part. So he's like, "Oh, please, if those things eat quickly." All right. So you guys, what are hearing? There's still some more fighting, but you can you start heading into the woods in the direction that your hunter's marks are leading you, and you can see you're also tracking as you go along, and you can see it. Like the direction that these have gone with your horses, and they've gone very quickly. You watched how fast they were, and I mean we've all seen spiders in real life and how fucking fast they can be. So imagine bigger.
Look at the picture that you sent. That thing is not athletically shaped. Look at the belly on that.
You wouldn't think the spiders are either, but and so you guys are
Why not Zoidberg? It looks like fucking Zoidberg.
You're rushing through, and as you're going through, you can see like webbing is like up in the way, and you have to cut through it as you're going, and eventually you make your way through the woods and tall grasses and into this. You can see the ruin of like this crypt, and it's very clearly the stone building that is covered in like webbing on the outside. And so you just kind of like stop on the edge before this rundown, decrepit, no longer in use stone crypt building. And we'll stop it there as you view and you're getting that sense and that feeling that this is where those creatures are with your.
Oh
God.
boy.
or who's his name? Or Vestria. She's
Or
human.
Or Vustia, yeah, the young human guard.
All right, I was wondering why it took her, like, cause she's part horse or something like that. Cause they only seemed interested in the horses.
Well, you didn't get to view like you didn't get to see what happened up in the other fight, so you don't know why.
I might be glued to a horse.
Yeah, so we'll pick up there. Thanks to everybody who watched. We're at 40. We're at 44 followers. 6 more followers.
Yeah.
Before we hit 50. Obviously, people could do math. And when we hit that mark, we're going to be gifting 10 subs to the Mark Knight. We're very, very close. So
Tell your friends. Tell your friends' friends.
Tell your friends. Tell all the friends.
We are. Oh, and now Awesome is also almost at their 50 as well. And when we do that, we'll be gifting 15 subs total. to the Mark Knight
Is it
so that he can.
competition now?
Huh? Well, why not?
See who gets first.
Yeah, so that we can all see.
No.
It's a friendly competition. There you go. So we can all see the Mark Knight dab for 10 seconds on stream, I guess. I mean, I'm not advocating for it or anything. I wouldn't do it myself, but that's a long ass dab.
It is.
So we will be back on Tuesday. It's already Saturday.
With a better internet connection.
Possibly, yes, because Saturdays are pretty bad, it seems. And we'll pick up with you guys trying to find your horses
All right.
and Orvustia, and we'll see if you can save her.
All right.
Of course we
All right,
saved
y'all.
her. Come on.
I'm sleepy.
The bums
I'm
agree
going
us.
to bed.
Thank you
Good
for
night.
We
watching.
saved 30
Thanks.
people out of
Bye,
window.
good night,
Saved
good
one girl
night.
glued to a horse.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
All right, good
Thanks for tuning
night.
in.
Thank you.